Are you interested in trading digital currencies, stocks, forex, commodities, and the likes, but don't know where to start? Signing up to our Lagoon Automated Trading Bot's Telegram channel and choosing from the list of packages, whichever best suits your investment capacity, is the first right step. The strategies employed by the Lagoon Trading Autobot are based on tested and trusted trading methodologies that guarantee a high percentage in returns. Set to trade on gold 4 days a week, this trading bot gives investors access to an average profit propensity ranging between 2% daily and 50 to 150% monthly. So hurry up and check out the link to the Lagoon Telegram channel in the description section below and sign up now. Thanks for watching Make Money Online. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a crypto Discord group where we give out calls for our favorite altcoins, and you can also win special rewards for inviting your friends to the group. Links for that are in the description. There is a mild growing conception that the case placed against the San Francisco fintech startup was based on an illogical premise. Thus, the allegations so far are that XRP, the digital currency that Ripple uses for cross-border payments, has been an unregistered security. It's quite surprising how the SEC would consider this as being the case, yet would remain silent over it since 2013, when Ripple was created, and only just coming out to say so on the last day of Clayton's tenure in December of 2020. With this latest declaration, the SEC now considers that every Ripple sale for 7 years was an illegal securities trade, and that Ripple, its two top executives named in the suit, along with millions of retail holders, should have known this all along, even though the agency never did. Due process and fair notice were thrown out the window to get the case across the transom on the day that Clayton walked out the door. With the outcome of the hearings so far, there have been many inconsistencies on the SEC's contention and arguments against Ripple. For instance, in 2018, Clayton told CNBC that Bitcoin is not a security, and Hinman gave a widely covered speech which laid out how Ether was not a security, despite debuting in an initial coin offering in 2014. With XRP, they said its status had not been determined. Trading platforms asked the SEC if XRP was a security before listing the token, and the agency refused to clarify. When asked whether XRP was a security, the then chairman of Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Heath Tarbert, in a 2020 interview, declared it's unclear. Stay tuned, we're working closely with the SEC to figure out what falls into what box. Virtually everyone awaits the end of this prolonged court battle, knowing quite well that who wins and who loses has some grave effects on the crypto market in no small amount. If ever the XRP community loses the case, then among other effects that will emerge is a crash in the coin, which will tell badly on the coin hodlers. Again, if the SEC wins the case, then they will probably have to extend the regulatory oversight over many of the virtual currencies being traded today. Hence, it may turn out that XRP and other cryptocurrencies will succumb totally to the SEC's regulation. At present, many virtual currencies are regulated through CFTC regulations, which are far less heavy-handed than the rules applied by the SEC. On a positive note, which is the general hope of all crypto traders, if Ripple wins, then the CFTC's lighter regulations would likely apply, and blockchain technology would be more free to develop further. What does the future hold? It remains to be seen. The SEC versus Ripple case has a long and likely messy process of courtroom litigation ahead of it, and we're all still waiting to see what will result. On this note, Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty, believes that the company is fighting not just for XRP alone, but for the crypto industry as a whole. He argued that the regulatory morass is resulting in bizarre outcomes. Thus, victory won by XRP does not entail victory for the community alone, but rather victory for the emancipation of cryptocurrency entirely from the hands of the regulators. In his words, the industry should not be left to guess which tokens will show up one day in the crosshairs of the SEC and which tokens won't. As we already hinted, massive dumping would be inevitable for XRP should the SEC win in the lawsuit against them. Another boomerang to befall XRP if it's declared a security is that Ripple Labs would be ordered to pay a fine for selling unregistered securities. They would also have to give each XRP investor a share in the company. The price of XRP would most likely fall significantly right after due to panic sell-off, but it would recover stronger afterwards. In pursuant of the case between Ripple and the SEC, the court granted the defendant's motion in part and denied it in part. On balance, the court sided with the SEC and found that most of the documents in question were subject to the deliberative process privilege. However, two aspects of the court's holding around the SEC staff notes and speech-related communications could have ripple effects across the SEC enforcement cases more broadly. First, the court considered whether to protect from discovery a set of notes prepared by staff in the SEC's Division of Enforcement and Corporation Finance and a counsel to an SEC commissioner. The notes in question involved 3 categories. First, notes from meetings between the SEC and third parties unrelated to Ripple. Second, notes of meeting between SEC and other regulatory agencies. And finally, notes of meeting between SEC and Ripple. The SEC argued that the handwritten notes were fully protected because they reflect the official's priorities and interest in particular topics or statements, and they involved a selective recording of information that is inseparable from their deliberative context. But the court rejected the SEC's interpretation, concluding that it could conceivably extend to any notes taken by an agency staffer during a meeting where topics relevant to agency regulation are discussed, which would presumably be all meetings, even if the notes reflect only statements made by non-agency third parties. Although the court concluded that the notes of meeting between the SEC and other agencies are precisely the kind of give and take contemplated by the privilege, the court found that the SEC had not demonstrated that notes of meetings between the SEC and third parties were prepared to help the SEC formulate its position. The court specifically noted that fact-gathering from third parties is not an inherently privileged activity, and the SEC had not presented evidence to suggest they satisfy the definition of either pre-decisional or deliberative. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, speaking on the case going on so far between his company and the SEC, told newsmen that court proceedings so far have been moving in the right direction. Garlinghouse believed that even though the justice system is slow-moving, they're still experiencing pretty good progress, and the judge has been asking important questions. He says, "I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple, this will have broader implications." Speaking on when the court case is likely to end, Brad imagined that the case will reach a conclusion in April of 2022. There's presently no 100% guarantee that Ripple will win the final case with the SEC this year. It is simply a double-edged sword, as either party could emerge victorious. To this end, it's very necessary that industrial participants who hold XRP or have business dealings in XRP should proceed with caution and re-evaluate the potential implications of the SEC succeeding with this lawsuit. This will mean bringing their XRP holdings under the law and being classified as securities. And it's equally a great boon for XRP should they emerge victorious. On the other hand, just as Ripple's CEO had argued that the legal action against the XRP token is an assault on crypto at large and will have a snowball effect on the industry as a whole, the general crypto community remains committed and optimistic that the legal system will grant justice to Ripple, just as Bitcoin and Ethereum have been passed under the carpet by the commission. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to turn on bell notifications. If you have any questions, drop us a comment, and we'll see you next time.